Where I go here now for the question? Or maybe here. Here.
I don't want to be on video.
Okay. Thanks.
Hi guys.
Hi guys, how are you? I'm gonna try to figure out here how I can put the questions. How you guys doing? I'm great. Today I'm gonna finish my bags to travel and to go into my fight. I'm leaving tomorrow night. So let me see here. How's you guys doing? How's you guys doing? You guys can hear me right? Can see me right? Hi, Hori. How are you? Rom, Maria, Lolo, bro. How you guys doing? So I have some great questions here. I'm gonna read and answer together, you guys. Okay? Uh, you accomplished so much in MMA. What inspired you transition into professional boxing, and how does it challenge you differently? So I always have a dream, to do a boxing fight. And then because I competed all martial arts differently. Like I did the competition wrestling, jiu-jitsu, like grappling, Muay Thai, but the one of sport I didn't try was boxing. So when the boxing opportunity opened the opportunity for me, I said, okay, I would like to do one fight. But but I didn't have a dream to have a lot of fights. I just would like to have one. And but starting to open the door for me. A lot of people calling me, my team, and say, Cris, you ready for fight? You want to like to box and fight? So here I am. Today, this is gonna be my fifth fight in boxing. I'm really excited, happy. It's really different. It's a different sport. Boxing and MMA is different sport. I know people think, okay, but it's martial arts. It is, but it's different sport. The MMA for sure. Because as I take it very serious, I went to doing camp. One place is just boxers there training every day, and for sure, the way we stand up is different. The way they think is different, and they have a different time too. It's a 2 minutes round against like 5 minute round. So I really getting adapting everything, learning everything. But I really respect the sport. I start all over again when I started MMA. Now I start boxing, but I'm really happy. I love challenge. I know is I respect it. It's a different sport, so because this I dedicate a lot, but for sure it's really the time I put in boxing really gonna help for improve my game in MMA. I enjoy. So I was prepared for your boxing match on May 17th. How does your training different to what you done for MMA? So MMA is really a lot of things to training. But between when I'm off season, like I don't have a fight schedule in MMA, I usually train separately. I train Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling, MMA, boxing. I train different, I train different times, different. When my fight MMA schedule, I just train the plan for the fight, for the girl I'm gonna fight. So this is making me improve my game in different ways. So the boxing is it just I'm just training boxing, just one attention. We're doing, of course, we're doing conditional training, we're doing run, um, like I do MMA too. But I just focus on one art, just a just the martial art. So it's a boxing, so I can focus only this. And I went to train in different place too. It's just a special people just from boxing. The team is boxing, then think the way the box is different. So next one, what does the fighter represent for you and the stage in your career? What does this fight? So May 17, I'm really gonna complete in 20 years in my shorts, my career. I did my first fight May 17, 2005. It was my first fight. So now I'm again on the May 17th, but 2004, completed 20 years. I'm gonna do my next unboxing fight. It's gonna be special because it's gonna be in San Jose. San Jose is a special place for me. It's the place I fought against Gina Carano. I won my first title in my career. It was the first time two women fight for the world title in the CBS live on TV. So it was a really special place. Special. I have special memories that day, and I'm really enjoy the moment doing some boxing fights. I really want to improve it, getting better, and improving my boxing game, and maybe finishing my career. I would like to be maybe boxing champion and the MMA champion same time. Let's see. I'm really working hard for this and respect the sport and work hard. I think this is the most important. I'm very grateful. Can represent very grateful for 20 years in my career. You are building a reputation for resilience and the power. How do you define your heart, and how do you show in the ring? I really respect my opponent. I'm really humble to learn. I always have in my heart when even I'm a long time champion in my career. I have 17 world champion fights in my career, but I always respect my opponent because I really train really hard. I think when you person step on the cage, you want to fight you. Doesn't matter people say she's not good or good. I really prepare myself to fight the best woman in the planet because you have to be ready for any situation. You have to respect the opponent like the way you train for you can put the practice and work hard inside the cage and you get the victory. So, and I always think about I'm in the contender number one. I never think I'm in the champion when I'm step in the ring. So, because this I really work and train really hard. Um, I have my faith in front of me always. I know God have the best plan for me. So, but I have to work hard. I don't just want to sit down and let God do the plan. No, we have to work hard, and this is a plus. And trust in the process. This is the well important. Looking back at what moment in your career tested your heart the most? I think everybody knows, but I think my first fight in 20 years was my first loss. Um, I was have 6 months training only. I fight one black belt jiu-jitsu. The girl have a lot of experience. But that night, I just have one thing in my heart. I want to see what it is. I want to see how it's to be a fighter. I want to fight just to feel how to feel. I didn't. I just try because younger people don't have free trade and nothing. You're just doing for try. And I love sport and I want to compete. My whole when I was a teenager, I compete everything, so I'm not afraid of anything. So they say, okay, I want to try see how it's gonna be. And I did my first fight. I lost that night, but that night I say, I born for this. I want to be a fighter. Even the hard moment, I dislocate my elbow because I fall, and they say, no, put back together and behind the scenes. And I say, no, backstage. I say, no, I want to be a fighter. That's it. I didn't know that day when I decided to be a fighter, I'm gonna have one loss just 14 years after. I didn't know I was gonna uh, get all the 5 different titles in my career, but I dedicate because a lot, and I want to say I have one thing in my mind. I want to fight like the guys fight. I want to do a excited fight, and I want to be the best in the world. And this I've had this own fuck. And then I don't have a girls to look and say, okay, I want to be like this girl at that moment. But I know I always dedicate and training, even sometimes I stay like long time not fighting because no opponent, because the sport was growing that time. I was really continue dedicated and say, no, when the opportunity come, I'm going to be ready. And, and I was ready every time the opportunity coming because I really keep dedicated, even sometimes have a hard time. I my daughter, you need to find a job, what you want to do for leave, because the money. Because you're gonna have a hard time and you're gonna quit because you don't love what you do. So you have to love what you do, and the money is gonna be consequence. You want to have a hard time, you're gonna keep grinding. Grinding. What your whole have what role have your coaches and the team play in prepare you for mentally and physically for the transition? The transition for MMA boxing. I believe training. I think first thing you have to prepare, believe, trust in your coaches. Believe it and trust it, then you trust the process. Sometimes the camp is gonna have a hard time, and you have to trust in the process. And every day, sometimes in Brazil, they say you kill the lion. Sometimes you're gonna have a hard time for you, but you always have to believe in the process, believe in your coach, believe in people around you, and you have to do. Nobody gonna do for you. You're gonna have to work hard and do. Your coach can say everything for you, but you have to believe in the process and keep training, even the hard moments. Um, as a pioneer for women in combat sport, how do you feel about your influence in the next generation of female fighters? Um, I believe I believe it's very important you be a great example for the woman in sport, because a lot of young girls look to you and they want to be like you, and you want to leave a great legacy. You want to be a great champion, be humble, training, motivated girls. Not just think about you. I can have all the belts here in the world around me, but this belt is gonna change the hand by hand, because this is for you being a great memory for the people. You have to do a great job, and I just want to be remembered. The girl was getting 5 world titles. I want to be remembered. I was a great example for the woman. I was doing great fights, and one of the things I like to share is my faith. I like to share faith with my fans because I believe the faith is stay one legacy forever. Be the light in the world, be the great example, do good, help others, love others. I think is the most important. And everybody knows I'm a Jesus follower, and I like to share this with my fans. And that the real legacy stay forever. And at the end of the day, people can ask you, what you did? You are the champion, but what you did for change the world? What it changed? You cannot change the whole world, but you can change the place you're at. You can change the place where you go. This you can change. Be a good example. Next one, what mindset you carry with you when the night fight night, and how do you stay focused and under pressure? Um, I believe my faith will help me even the hard moments. My faith, I know, is something for me getting better. Even the hard moments, this is for you grow and be prepared for what's coming up. And stay focused is like I love what I do. I know you have to have 100% where you're at, give everything you have in the training, in the ring. You have to give it everything, and believe in process, believe in your team, and even under pressure. If you believe in your team, believe in your training, believe in you, believe in God. Believe in what is keep you strong. You pass through the fire. Yes. Okay, how does boxing allow you to express yourself different from MMA? How does boxing allow you to express yourself different than MMA? So I believe it. I don't know if I understand the question, but I think boxing and MMA, it's include the martial arts. I think discipline, respect the sport. I think this is very important. Even bring this from MMA to boxing, show the fans, people the boxing didn't matter what I did in MMA. Some know, some don't know. So I just want to be a great example for the boxing world and help with promote the women's boxing like what I did in MMA. I think is nice. Uh, and motivate another girls to be a fighter. So I don't think I'm gonna show me different than MMA in boxing. I think I'm gonna show who I am, and I think this is really help who I am in MMA and doing better. Doing better in the ring. Improving my game. I think this is must show most respect for the all defense. I'm not sure if I understand that question. What your vision beyond this upcoming fight? Do you plan to continue boxing or return to MMA? So after this box fight, I always like to focus on my boxing fight and my next fight in the line. But this next boxing fight, after probably I'm gonna announce I'm waiting for my MMA fight. but I'm gonna try continue when I don't have MMA fight. When I'm not prepared for MMA fight, I'm gonna do some boxing between. Keep it active. I think it's very important, especially in my age, especially this moment in my career, and it keeps me motivated. So I'm gonna try be between both. But my next one after this box fight probably is gonna be MMA. I'm gonna defend my title. What advice you give it to the fighters, especially when I look into the crossover between disciplines? Like you come into boxing from MMA or MMA go boxing, you have to dedicate. You have to train a lot. So you cannot bring the things you like. I can bring some stuff I know in MMA to boxing, but you have to really dedicate and give yourself time to learn because it's a different sport, different discipline. You have to respect that. The moment you say you believe you don't know everything, you have to learn. Is the moment you're gonna start to learn and be humble when you step in the ring in the gym for learning because it's gonna have a lot of challenge, but you have to believe in the process and you're gonna pass through. Next one, when people say you can teach heart, but it means to you, and do you agree? I have a lot of different type of people, when you bring some people in the gym, you can see like they can example me, when I start training MMA, I start going to the gym. I don't have any techniques. I didn't know anything. I come from different sports, handball. I was doing cross country, running. I don't have anything about martial arts. So I start training in the gym. I didn't know any techniques. But when the person punch me, kick me, I want to defend myself. That thing put some fire inside my heart, and I want to go forward. If I don't know what I to do, I want to do. This is what we say, like you cannot teach the heart. That thing inside you, that fire inside you, you wanna fire back. This is I cannot teach anybody. Some people maybe have um, something you say to a person, and maybe the person get that fire inside you. But this is you don't teach. You can teach techniques, you can teach martial arts, you can teach any martial arts, but that thing you fight back is something the person have to have inside her. Um, I think that's it. All the questions here. It was an amazing question. I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys stay tuned for my next fight. It's gonna be May 17th, San Jose, Friday night. Make sure to keep following me. I really appreciate you guys. I hope you guys love all the videos I put for you guys. I appreciate Cyber Nation. And remember, keep it tuned because I have more 2 box MMA fights. My focus on my next boxing fight. I love you guys. Thank you for all the support. And we together complete 20 years in my career. I love you guys. Thank you very much.